Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Samantha Sweeney, and this is Just for Fun Friday, your weekly dose of how to infuse diversity into your life and the life of your kids. I cannot wait to tell you about this week's item because it is going back to my roots. It's a book, and I absolutely love this book. It's something that I kind of stumbled upon, and the themes that are in it and the way that it's portrayed. I can't wait to tell you about it. So here I go. So the book is called Heather Has Two Mommies. It's actually a classic. It's been around for I think about 20 years. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's about this little girl who has two mommies who are in a committed relationship. And so it has a theme of sexual orientation. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. And there's also another major theme that I'm going to tell you a little bit more about as well. So in terms of the age range, Amazon recommends this for ages about 4 and up. I would say that's about right. Some kids maybe a tiny bit younger could appreciate it as well, but it's written in prose. It's not in rhyme. So some really little ones might, the concept might be lost. You can certainly show them the pictures. The pictures in this story are really, really lovely. But I think, 3, 4 and up is probably a good place to start. So different diversity themes. So let me tell you a little bit about that. So obviously, like I said, sexual orientation is a big part of this. The first part of the book is Heather just talking about her life, the fact that her favorite number is 2, that she has 2 pets, she has 2 hands, and she happens to have 2 mommies, and kind of describing the mommies that she has and describing their life together, which is like a 100% normal. It's what life looks like for like anyone who's in a family. They enjoy doing things together. They enjoy having fun together, and that's what makes family family. And then I think the other theme that I really love that they introduced into this story is family structure. So kind of the second half of the book is Heather going off to school. And I don't want to give everything away because it's part of, having that fun is discovering things about a new book. But she goes off to school and they talk a lot about what the different family structures are for kind of the different kids and what that looks like and what makes a family. And the way that it's talked about and the way that it's portrayed is just so, again, normalized. And the teacher talks about it and the way the kids talk about it. I just love the way that this book talks about both that theme of sexual orientation and the theme of family structure in a way that kind of just makes it seem like this is just kind of how life is for anybody, because that's really what it is. Life is just normal for these people, depending on, it doesn't matter what your family looks like. It doesn't matter who is or who isn't in your family. Family is family, and it talks about what that means as well. So I think that the themes in this book just make it come alive in a way that kids can really, really relate to. And I think that that's really special. So on all of our Just for Fun items, we rate them on a scale of 0 to 5 for the ability to spark conversation and kind of get people going to talk about different things. And this is definitely a 5. It just has so many different themes in it. I only talked about 2, but there are more in there. And there's like lots of opportunities to just kind of have conversations with your kids about it. And I think that you'll really enjoy that aspect of it as well. So that's it for this week's Just for Fun Friday. Head on over to the website, www.culturallycompetentkids.com, where you'll get a quick one-page guide of all the different things that we talked about today. So the age range for this book, the different diversity things, some questions and comments, and maybe some games or activities to play with kids surrounding this book, and also ways to continue the conversation. Because remember, even though it's important to have fun with diversity, it's also important to keep going with that conversation, to talk more in depth about sexual orientation, to talk more in depth about family structure. So check this book out, enjoy it, and I'll see you next week for another Just for Fun Friday. Thanks for joining us for another Just for Fun Friday. I hope that you enjoyed it and that it inspired you to go out there this weekend and have even more fun with your kids. I've created something that I'm really excited to share with you, and I think you're really going to love. I've compiled this amazing book list of all different diverse books. It has different characters, different storylines, and I think you're really going to love it. It's for kids of all ages, from babies, yes, babies, all the way up to young adults. So in order to get it, go to www.culturallycompetentkids.com. Sign up for the newsletter and it'll be sent straight to you right away, right to your inbox. You can use it for all sorts of things. You can use it for learning time, you can use it for literacy time, or just fun snuggle time with your kids. So sign up, enjoy it, and I'll see you next week for another Just for Fun Friday.